Hi everybody and welcome to Let's Play Shining Force 3 Episode 1. I have played this game before about 10 years ago. It is an absolute masterpiece. I played the US release, I believe. This is the Translation Project version, version 20. I will not know what's been changed because it's been so long since I played it. If any of you notice anything, feel free to comment. I've tried, for this episode, my first episode is always sort of the lowest quality. Maybe it's true for everyone, and I just notice it more for me. But I've tried to keep the settings exactly the same as they were on Panzer Dragoon Saga. I've got a new mic, so you'll probably hear a bit more background noise, but my voice will be a bit more natural. And I'm still using the outboard push-to-mute pedal, or push-to-talk pedal. So you'll get some noise in between my talking. Hopefully it'll be inaudible over the music. I might be able to change that moving forward. We'll see. So, I think it's time we get started. This is recording on a real Saturn through a framemeister, but we can talk about that later in the video, or later in the game. Oh, it is you, Faye, playing your tricks again. You startled me. Master, I followed your orders and brought the one you requested. So I've got the RAM cart in here. It's working as far as I know. You know, the save cart, not the RAM cart. Will it let me copy between? No. Does it show up? Oh. Guess we don't have a choice. Faye, are you sure this is the one we are looking for? Yes, I think. I'm pretty sure this one can do the job. I hope you're right. There's much to be done. Forgive us, child. I don't doubt your ability, but the fate of many lives hangs in the balance. Didn't Faye explain the situation to you? The search took so long, there wasn't enough time. No time to explain now either. However, I can allow you to name the three heroes as you wish. I think we'll take stock names. Although he is honest and full of kindness, during times of physical conflict, the fury of this man's soul burns hotter and hotter as he releases the savageness of a tiger. He shall be named Symbios. Is this name okay? A brilliant man with a never-failing composure and an iron will that can't be swayed by emotions. He fights like a dragon and slices through the battlefield like the wind. He shall be named Median. Is this name okay? This man rises above all others with his strong spirit, but carries with him a sorrow, a past full of sadness. Once released of his sorrow, his soul will soar as he becomes a wolf with sharp and virtuous fangs. He should be named Julian. It's time for you to go now. Fare thee well, Symbios. Preparations have been made, so you will know what to do. Chapter 1, Nightmare in the Floating City of Saraband. Did he just duplicate the flowers? What was that about? Well, that was not the world's best reconnaissance mission. Are you listening, Dan Therese? You seem to be in a terrible mood, Tybalt. Just because the peace conference with the Empire isn't going well is no reason to act like an ogre. You can't blame Tybalt for that. It sure doesn't seem like the Empire is truly interested in cooperating. Remember, Tybalt, they wouldn't have invaded Barand if you hadn't quashed the revolt of your people instead of begging the Empire for aid. Or had. Well, this isn't off to the best start. Don't you think I know that? The guilt for inviting them into the Holy Land will stay with me forever. Be that as it may, as the entrance to the Holy Land of Elbasim, Barand is an important strategic point. Even without your troubles, how long could you hope to escape the Emperor's greedy eyes? That is a hard truth, Dan Therese. With the people in revolt, he had no other choice. There was no way to stop the Imperial invasion. As our Republic has but recently separated from the Empire, our own people do not yet understand the benefits of standing on our own. The Empire has taken advantage of that fact. We have poured our lifeblood into this, while others tear everything down we accomplish. It's unbearable. Others tear everything down? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? What do you mean, who? Have you forgotten? The rabble General Varlant mentioned. We have not forgotten, but there's no need to bring that subject up now. I haven't heard about this. Please continue. How are things with you, Symbios? Are you getting used to filling in for your father, Conrad? I see. You don't look as if you are. Ah, Lord Conrad. It's a shame his health wouldn't permit him to come. It's times like this we need him the most. Are you satisfied with Symbios? You prefer General Varlant, perhaps? Is that what you were implying, Tybalt? Varlant wanted to be here, Tybalt, but you know as well as any of us what a bad idea that would have been. We all know Varlant is a good man, but you know his temper. He's not suited for such delicate negotiations. You enlisted Dan Therese. He wouldn't be here unless he thought Symbios could make a difference. Lord Symbios may still be young, but I see him carrying the future of the Republic on his back someday. I believe you were telling an interesting story, weren't you, Brutus? You mean about... It's really not that big of a deal. Our soldiers stationed in Balsamo have reported some strange people in the area. I see. Strange people. Could you perhaps be a bit more specific? He refers to the one General Valent mentioned, the monks of that bizarre religious sect, the one with the masks. General Valent reported a group of pagan monks taking up residence in Balsamo prior to the start of the peace conference. Masked pagan monks. I don't understand how a pagan cult can proliferate on this continent in the face of the holy word of Elbasan. They should have enough to worry about. They shouldn't have their minds filled with that pagan nonsense. With the recent unrest, they're gaining quite a following, preaching about a coming new order. These monks sound like a bunch of cranks, but are they dangerous? These pagans, they claim they pray for peace, but what if their true aim is more sinister? Yeah. The sort of doomsday preaching can be heard everywhere in Barrand. People are eating up these fantasies. Benatram, you're a pessimist. There are nuts everywhere. Worry about all of them, and you'll become one. If these monks are the ones I've heard about, well, I have a reason to be pessimistic. Let's talk about this some other time, shall we? We came all this way to talk peace with the Empire. Anyway, we should discuss our strategies in today's conference with the Empire while we still have the time. What is it? Pardon the intrusion, my lords. A messenger from Saraband is here to see you. I thought we still had plenty of time before the conference. That's all right, bring him in. I'm here to escort you to today's peace conference. You're here a bit ahead of schedule, aren't you? Governor Gawain suggests a new approach given the current difficulties in the peace negotiations. Before the official conference begins, he invites both yourself and the Emperor to an informal council. We weren't informed of this. Well, no, he's informing us now, isn't he? This informal council is obviously an excuse to get all of the advisors out of the room. Perhaps that is not such a bad idea. Without the confusion of so many voices, the two of us might make some progress. No, I think this is a recipe for a lynching. I think it's a terrible idea. Alright, I shall go. Are you planning to go without a bodyguard? I shall ask Edmund to accompany me. But I'm the aggrieved party in this conference. Your emotions may hinder our discussion. I believe you should remain here. Yeah, you're not going to help the situation. Clearly, you're a hothead. I would also like to ask Simbos to do something for me. Unlike us, you are not well known here. Go speak with the people of Saraband and learn what you can. Although Emperor Damaric and I meet today, I wouldn't expect to resolve everything right away. Besides, you are too serious like your father. You could use some time relaxing amongst the people. I also need to tell Danteres something. I think an Imperial Knight, Campbell, is here in Saraband accompanying the youngest prince, Median. Campbell sounds familiar. I've heard tales of a brave knight. Not long ago, during a border skirmish, he fought brilliantly against us. You may find him somewhere in town. I'm ready. Thank you for waiting, messenger. So he is gone. Well, what do we do now? Nothing to do but wait. But you have a job to do, Symbios. You better go. Danteres the Knight joined the force. Well, these two are clearly quite hot-headed about this whole Emperor-Republic meeting. I think we're going to assume that the Republic is goodies and the Emperor baddies for now, until we come across further information. Certainly the Republic is our side, so we'll work on that basis. I'm assuming the graphics are working okay. They look okay to me, but I'm still watching in the capture card window at the moment, so it's all very small. This guy seems quite hot-headed. He's obviously been aggrieved by the Empire and is pretty intolerant of them. This guy seems quite sort of paranoid, but that's probably the right attitude to take, I would guess. Whereas the king seems not happy-go-lucky. That's a bit derogatory. Overly trusting, I would say. There's an Imperial camp in the West District of Saraband. You might be able to discover something there. The fact your father, Lord Conrad, couldn't make it is a liability for the Republic. You must fill the void this has created. So yeah, we've obviously been promoted to the Lord's advisors for the first time. Filling in for our father, taking his seat as a Lord. I think I'm probably going to stop the recording here. I'm not going to stop the video because we haven't done anything yet. But I'm going to make sure the recording's coming out okay. So I'll meet you in about 2 seconds. Well, it all seemed alright to me. Ugh, looks pretty ugly. I'll switch to my full screen rather than a little box. Please don't leave me behind. Ah, it is you, Grace. So, where is Mascarin? That little minx. She's afraid she'll be scolded and is curled up hiding somewhere. She got me in trouble. Is she in the middle of the conference? She peeked through the window. Oh, please, I beg you to forgive her. She regrets what she did. Yeah. Please don't ask that of me, my lord. If we let Mascarin off so easily, it would not be good for her. Yeah. Since Lord Symbios insists, I'll let her off with a warning this time. You can come out now, Mascarin. Sir Danteres says he'll forgive you. I didn't mean to upset anyone. Mascarin, what am I to do with you? What is this? Flowers? What are these for? The messenger gave them to me earlier. I'm presenting them to you as my way of saying I'm sorry for what happened. You think this qualifies as an apology? Would you like some too, Lord Symbios? Mascarin, I'm not finished with you. Symbios received the cut flowers. Yes! Yes, what were you saying? Never mind. Due to King Benetram's generosity, we get to take in the sights of Saraband. Let's not waste any more time. Masquerin the magician and Grace the priest join the force. Oh, we got a little gang together here. I don't know if they were my friends before I had to start being lordly. Oh, I've got weird, creepy eyes. Symbios inspects the shelf. Something's there! Or there seemed to be. Maybe not. Oh. 10 gold coins. On the bookcase, battle tactics. First you want to soften the enemy up with long-range attacks, then finish them off with melee attacks. Maybe. We'll see. And the graphics have held up alright actually then. Now my eyes have adjusted. It's just kind of the fuzziness, just because it's sort of low res. But I think they held up a bit better than Panzer Dragoon Saga, which had a great look, you know, it did have a sort of cool style to it. But yeah, 25 years does date a computer game, which is nobody's fault. We open the treasure chest and find the potion. Don't know what potion. I don't know if that's a stat potion or a health potion. Obviously in the earlier games you didn't have health potions, you had medical herbs and the potions up to stats. But I don't know, because obviously this is... all the Shining Force translations are completely different, and then this is sort of the fan translation to sort of tie everything together. So I don't know. We're basically in the blind when it comes to items and stuff. I like the original Shining Force 1 translation with stuff like the Turbo Pepper, but by all accounts some of the later ones are actually better, more accurate translations. It's probably just a case of what I come across first. Well, it's quite clever. Can I move this? No, it doesn't look like it. Are you going out, Lord Symbios? Ah, everyone is with you. That's great. I'm envious. This is my first time in Saraband, and I would also like to look around. Please take me with you next time. Yes, sir. All is well. Nothing suspicious to report. Since everything seems so peaceful, can I go with you into town? Yeah, definitely. We need all the gang we can get. Lord Symbios, you're too kind, but I really shouldn't go since Lord Brutus is still here. Since the heads of the Empire and the Republic are meeting, our duty as Saraband guards is vital. The ill-tempered nobles bump into each other, or a war could break out. We can't let our guard down for a second. Because of its key strategic value, the Empire used the internal turmoil in Barand as an excuse to invade. We hope the peace process succeeds and the Barand conflict won't result in a full-scale war. Sorry, I can normally read alright. Is the person accompanying you the great Danteres from Flagard? His skill with the lance is well known even in the Empire. I'm surprised to see you attending the conference, and I'm deeply honoured to meet you. I should also point out, yes, this is running on a real Saturn through a framemeister into a Avermedia Live Gamer Extreme, but there was some issue. I mean, it's a 25-year-old console, it's the white Japanese Revision 2 with the round buttons, and I'm imagining it's the console rather than cable, because I just bought a new cable, but I think it's occasionally the whole screen would go very purpley, so I think most likely the green cable pin, or the socket pin, probably more accurately, is quite loose or dirty or worn. So hopefully We won't have that, and I'll be on top of it if it does happen. He's been taking care of his pigeons all day. We're supposed to go on a date when he's finished. His pigeons are amazingly smart and useful. We can send messages to far-off friends with them. I was born in a poor village in the Republic. I ran away with my brothers in search of a better life and joined the Saraband Guard. Now I'm healthy, wealthy and happy. I think we need to find a way to skip this. Yeah, let's go for message speed fastest. I don't know what will look clear on the video, I'll have to check that if I remember. Yeah, I think that's better. Seeing a young soldier reminds me of the era before the Republic seceded from the Empire. When Demaret came to power, laws to divide nobility from the middle class were passed, and we're living with the results. Oh, so originally they were one, were they? Yeah, we'll just rob these people, get some 5GP. My sister is with her boyfriend, Garish. Garish has 2 brothers, and one is the commander in the Saraband Guard, and his younger brother is in the Republican Army. He's assigned to the countryside. Yeah, Saraband Keep. That has nothing to do with this town, but it was on the tip of my tongue. You were born after the Republic was founded, weren't you? Yes, I think so. We left the Empire and became citizens of Saraband. Your father and other Republican pioneers fought impossible odds against Emperor Domeric's terrifying army, but succeeded in founding their own country. I wouldn't recommend going near the West District of Saraband. Although it's not well known in the Republic, there are far more Imperial soldiers in Saraband than Republican soldiers. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. Sounds like a fucking lynching. Estonia really needs Saraband because there's no way to tell how long the conference will take. There's no reason why the Emperor needed to bring his 3 sons here. They must have had nothing better to do. Before the peace conference, we agreed to equip only light weapons, but I feel kind of nervous. What do you think? I think it's a fucking lynching. The barracks in Saraband's East District houses the Saraband Guard. To the west is the Private Guard barracks. The Private Guard are elite soldiers, but they're jerks. If you meet them, you'll understand. Welcome, can I interest you in any flowers? Yeah, I can get some for that bird, pay her back. You already have some flowers. Wait a minute, these are like the ones I picked this morning. Most men think more about spears and swords and flowers and beauty. You should stop and spend some time admiring the flowers, even during the battle. It may prove useful. Even, did you say... Wait, let me get that back. No, she just said battle, not the battle. Sorry, I thought I was... yeah. Saraband has 4 districts, 2 residential districts, then the central business district, and a government district to the south. The steam plants allow it to travel over the sea. Can you imagine that? It's unique. No, that sounds mental. Sounds like a good strategic place to kill our leader and take over, doesn't it? The elegant trading centre in the central district represents the face of this modern city, Saraband. The Republican and Imperial camps in the East and West districts were originally citizens' homes. Saraband became a permanent neutral country because Emperor Damaric permitted it. It's considered to be one of the 7 wonders of the continent. However, I wonder why he allows a country like this to exist. Okay, so we're neither Imperial nor Republic then. It sounded like our friends were more Republic-leaning, didn't it? It has been 10 years since I played this game, you will have to forgive me. It's basically a blind LP. We inspect the bookcase. Neutral cities are the gateway to a new era, written by Garvin. Adopting ideologies of both the Empire and the Republic, Saraband has become a neutral trading partner. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how long that will continue for. Yeah, we'll just rob this woman too. Get another 5 GP. Do you know about the apartments in the East and West districts? Not very well, no. Those buildings were made for single people. All unmarried people must live there. We're only allowed to live in a single unit home after marrying. I wonder what would happen if everyone got married at once. Pretty sure that's going to upset some PC babies though. My papa is a great merchant. He's the favourite of Governor Garvin. Isn't that great? Merchants rule. I'm not going to take that too literally. Oh! Just a rat. Benefits of a mobile city. A mobile city can move with seasonal changes, so it always experiences favourable weather. The Republic is a conglomerate of territories, each with its own agenda. Compared to that, this place is quite simple. The better you are in business, the more say you have. That's why it's such a great place. Okay, so the rich rule. We wanted to join our son, to join the military. We objected to him becoming a merchant. We lost face when he ran away promising to become a merchant. However, now our son's quite successful. We're very proud. So... well, it sounds quite materialistic little town, doesn't it? Oh, so that's on with to another area. Let's just clear this area up first. Hey young man, do you like Saraband? I mean, it's the only place out of character I know. I'm going to say yes. We don't need to crush his dreams. I thought so. It's quite a sight, isn't it? Because of the wisdom and foresight of Governor Garvin, Saraband's leader, the area is flourishing. He established Saraband as a neutral trading country. Yeah, we got past him. My papa is an engineer under Governor Garvin. He created the power that allows Saraband to move. Others in the town of Quonus are supposedly researching steam-powered armour. I don't believe all of that. What, because that's more crazy than a steam-powered town that moves around the world? Something's in the cupboard. Oh. And that cupboard's locked tight. Well, at least this kid is wise enough to not get robbed. Why doesn't anyone care how the steam engine was invented? Curiosity is the driving force behind the development of technology and civilization. Otherwise, we are no better than beasts, don't you agree? What's he got on his bookcase? Harness the power of steam. The pressure caused by evaporating water can be utilised to change our entire life. My husband spends all his time on research for the governor, but access to the mansion is restricted due to the conference. I thought I'd get to spend some quality time with him, but all he does is read. The door is shut tight. Oh, we're not going that way then. I roamed the world as a mercenary, searching for a master archer, and ended up here in Saraband. I liked it here, so I'm helping guard the docking pier. However, I'm thinking about moving on again. Well, I guess we better recruit that archer before we recruit you then. This one here, I mean, so we better recruit this one first, and then you. My husband was recruited by the Saraband Guard since he's a great swordsman. Military men usually enjoy a high standing in society, but unfortunately merchants have the power here. My father is a great military man, so he wants me to become strong too. But I don't want to be just strong. I want to become adept in maths and become a great merchant. I wonder what he'd say if I told him. My mother says to marry a merchant. She says a military man is good, but a merchant will make lots of gold and would make me happier. I still think I would like to marry a strong, attractive military man. Oh, we can't rob this soldier, he's too smart. Friendships on the battlefield. When fighting in groups, it is through helping each other that victory is born. Bonds of trust amplify battle strength. I wonder if that's an actual mechanic in the game. I think it might be. I don't know. I think it might have been in this one. No, I missed this one too. Fighting styles for the weak. By the scholars of Saraband. Pick a foe who has been weakened by a stronger fighter and never face the enemy alone. The Empire pushed policies based on feudalism and stole the dreams of common people. The Republic, which is based on equality, is plagued with budgetary hardships, so Saraband really is the ideal nation. Emperor Damarok of the Empire is visiting here now. I plan to stay in my house until he leaves. He's scary. Yeah, he sounds like a dick. Yeah, I definitely went in there. Pretty sure I went in all these. Was that the back of the same building? Did you see the 3 princes of the Empire? No, not yet. The youngest prince, Median, is kind and extremely attractive. The eldest, Majoron, is the spoilt one, and Aront is downright strange. If Majoron or Aront takes over the Empire, the country will crumble. Well, that's probably what we want, I think. My daughter-in-law snuck off to see the princes. I don't know why she can't stay home while my son's at work. But if I were younger, I'd fantasise about the princes too, especially the youngest one. There's a scratching noise, that doesn't help me much. Can't pay the rent with a scratching noise. Planning weapon proficiency. Take into account the various weapon types, choose the weapon type that best suits you, and use this in battle to develop your skill. Maybe we're more open with weapon equipping in this game. How big is this town then? I think I'm going to call an end to the episode here. Thank you for watching, and come back for the second half of Saraband.